Hello and happy Friday Eve! Welcome to this week's episode of Know and Go. I'm Zach Cohen, a loan officer with Cherry Creek Mortgage, and as you can tell, my videos will now be released on Thursday instead of Friday. This is to give you a little more time to plan your weekend and put to use some of these trails I've been telling you about. As always, I will be answering all of your most pertinent questions. What are interest rates doing this week? Where in the mountains should I be playing this weekend? Which president had the lowest body fat percentage? And what is the top speed of a South African cheetah? It is Thursday, July 12th, and I would like to talk to you about credit. Credit is one of the most important parts of qualifying for a home loan. You know, the better credit score you have, the better interest rate you're going to get. It can even make the difference between whether or not you can buy a home. That's why it's important. And, you know, much like a small pet or a Japanese garden, you have to tend to your garden and your credit. You have to care for it. Here's how to do that. Make your payments on time. Seems obvious, but the biggest contributor to your credit score is your payment history. So try not to miss any payments. The second biggest contributor is going to be your loan balances. So, you know, on your credit card debt, for example, try and keep those balances at 30% or less of your credit limit. Another good thing to keep in mind is going to be you should have 3 to 4 lines of credit open. That's a pretty good, healthy mix. So, you know, go to Dave & Buster's, buy 3 or 4 Power Play cards. I'm just kidding, don't do that. I'm positive that the credit bureaus do not report your high score on Dance Dance Revolution. What you should actually be doing is get, 2 or 3 credit cards, something like that, maybe an auto loan, but don't go out and open a line of credit you don't need. Also a good rule of thumb to live by. The last thing I want to talk about with credit is there are different types of credit reports. There's the consumer credit report, the mortgage credit report, the credit card credit report. This is a lot of the word credit, but my point is there are a bunch of different companies that pull different types of reports, and it's not going to be the same across the industry. So keep that in mind. When you come to me and you say, I already know I've got an 800 credit score, Credit Karma told me, it's likely that it's going to show up as a different score for us than it did for other, companies. So speaking of credit, you can credit me with this next outdoor tip. That was awful. You just bought a new pair of hiking boots. You are excited. You're going to go on a 3-day backpacking trip to break these new boots in. You're 3 hours into the hike and your feet and your spirits are broken and blistered, mostly blistered. So go get some moleskin. Go to your local outdoor shop if you don't know what that is, but what we typically do and what we think of is once you start to feel the blisters coming on, you slap a Band-Aid or you put moleskin on. Before you even put your boots on, before you start the hike, put that moleskin behind your heel, up near your Achilles, and put it on the arch of your foot. These are common places for blisters, and if you're prone to getting them maybe on the ball of your foot, put it there too. This is going to avoid so much pain. I mean, I feel the need to bring this up because so many of my friends who are avid outdoors people, and I myself have made this mistake too, where you just get new boots and you just go. But it can put a huge dampener on an otherwise awesome trip when you got the blisters going. So preemptive blister protection, let's call it that. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. It's going to be super hot this weekend in the afternoons, so get out early. I'm the Outdoor Mortgage Man, Zach Cohen, signing off.